Welcome to episode 98 on the Law Report. This is a very short episode. The topic is, should the judiciary be consulted on the passing of or amendments to laws in the Turks and Caicos Islands? My first instinct says no. But before I get into the meat of my discussion, my usual disclaimer: this is not legal advice, should not be considered as such. For legal advice, I urge you to contact an attorney of your choice. Welcome back. Let's get into it. Almost 50 years ago, I was taught in civic lessons that there are three branches of government: the legislature, the executive, and the judiciary. The legislature function, I was taught, is to debate and pass laws. The executive sign the law into existence, and the judiciary interprets the law in addition to safeguarding the citizens' constitutional and civil rights. I don't know if civics is still taught in school today, but one thing I am sure of is that the three arms of government still exist, and they are to function in the same way as I was taught 50 years ago. The three branches are to operate and function truly independent of each other, and an independent judiciary is the cornerstone of the rule of law and justice. Therefore, it concerns me when I see press releases from the Attorney General's chambers stating that the judiciary was consulted on amendments to laws or proposed laws in the Turks and Caicos Islands. It just happened with the recent amendment to the Firearms Ordinance, and I quite distinctively remembered the judiciary being invited to comment on proposed legislation to police comments on the internet on threats to judges and officers of the court. I'm speaking about the proposed law that was dubbed by many the shut your mouth law. This is quite some time ago, but many of you may still remember this proposed law. In my view, this is very unfortunate that the views or approval of the judiciary is being sought before laws are passed. This could undermine the impartiality of the judiciary. What if a citizen aggrieved by a piece of legislation consulted on by the judiciary decides to challenge this piece of legislation, whether a challenge to its constitutionality or otherwise? Would they feel confident that the judiciary is about to pronounce on a piece of legislation it previously approved or agreed with? Clarification of the law does not necessitate, in my respectful view, any collusion with the judiciary. The courts should address issues with clarity of the law through its judgments, and the Attorney General chambers should read them and propose clarification or new laws or amendments where necessary. But by all means, the appearance of any incestuous relationship between the judiciary, the executive, and the legislature should be avoided at all costs. To the casual observer, it undermines the independence, integrity, and impartiality of the judiciary. Finally, have you ever heard about the Chief Justice Responsibility Ordinance? It was passed in 2022. Let me just highlight Section 3, subsection 2 of the said ordinance. Subsection 2A states that the Chief Justice have responsibility for the management of all matters arising in the judiciary, including responsibility for representing the views of the judiciary to the government and the House of Assembly, including, where appropriate, to the Attorney General. B deals with welfare of the judiciary and training, and C deals with the allocation of work within the courts. D deals with consultation with the President of the Court of Appeal for the working of that court. Nowhere in this ordinance deals with any consultation on laws or amendment to laws, and quite rightly so. Now, I may receive some blowback for this episode, but I am in my last year of life. There is not much that can be done to me. Cheers.